I've been off the trail for a few days, and I think I timed it pretty well because we've had some crazy weather. I mean, it's snowing in LA today, and that's heading here probably tomorrow. But yesterday we had 60-mile-an-hour winds, 65 I think, trees getting blown down in the valley, snow at low elevation out here. I wish, I worry about Sophie. I met Sophie on the trail the first night at Miller Peak. It was like a hurricane wind. It was getting dark. It was cold. She was camped in the trail. That's how I met her. I was confused where the trail went because I couldn't see it past her tent. And I only got to talk to her for 5 minutes. And I just wish I would have gotten some, I got her name, but I didn't get any contact information. I just wonder how she's doing out there. I don't know how far behind me she was, but she could have hit some really nasty weather in the Sky Islands, and so I'm hoping that she timed it right or got off the trail for a while. It's just really weird weather this year. And the other thing I'd like to mention as I go over my videos, I say some crazy things. I don't know where it comes from, like climbing to Manning Camp, and I think in one video I said it was 400 miles when I meant 4, but give me a break, I'm an old man. So I tell my wife when things get really bad, just strap my pack on me and put me on a trail, and my trail name will be Don't Know. Hey, what's your trail name? Don't know. Hey, Don't Know, I'm Pack-Rat, nice to meet you. Oh yeah, what's your trail name? I just told you, Pack-Rat, don't you remember? Oh yeah, I remember. What's my trail name? Don't know. Yeah, me neither. So the next few videos are going to be about things that go wrong on the trail and things you have to deal with on 0 days. So most people take a 0, 2 zeros. It's a lot of work. I mean, you're either resupplying or fixing stuff or trying to replace stuff, or maybe you're a person that just concentrates on drinking beer on those days. But things have to get done, and this trip, a lot of things went wrong that usually don't go wrong on a first leg of a through hike, but it all came together. Besides the weather being really nasty, a lot of things had to be fixed when I came in. So over the next few videos, I'm going to go over each of them. Today I'm going to talk about my boots. So my boots are still fine. I just had to JB weld them a little bit to make them last, but on the PCT I got 1,200 miles out of a pair of Ultras, but I just bought a pair because I know these boots I have aren't going to last me all the way to Utah. So I bought a pair of Ultras. They're all-weather, still mid Lone Peak, mid hikers. And I've been emailing this company for years. I've been buying on eBay the old 3.5s. I just can't find them anymore. They're pretty rare. I didn't like 4s. Then the company sold. But I've emailed them over the years telling them, why don't you put eye hooks here? And they never answer me. But finally somebody with a brain decided that's what these boots needed. And this is probably the biggest improvement in these boots. I mean, they're very comfortable. They're like wearing slippers, 0 drop, no heel. This actually has event material, to make them supposedly waterproof, which I didn't buy them for that reason at all, because my feet are always going to be wet. I just walk across streams rather than jumping rocks or hopping over logs. I don't want to break anything, so I just walk through the water. They dry in no time. The only thing I do different with these boots is I put in my own insert. I have a SOLE sole inserts that I put in. They put in these cheap little things. I mean, they may work for some people, but these you bake in the oven at 250, put them in your boot, step in your boot, and it molds to your foot, and I swear by them. So Anyway, this is probably the most comfortable boot I've ever worn. I mean, Ultras in general. I like the mids. And so now that I know that I like these boots, I'll start looking for these. I just buy them used, because a lot of people get a boot, wear it for a day and don't like it, and sell it on eBay for half price. And when I find a boot I really like, I like to back the truck up and get a bunch of them before they stop making them. You know, they might start putting eye holes in there instead of hooks. I mean, it is so much easier to get these boots off when you're just on this last trip. I said I went to bed with my boots frozen and had to sleep with them, because I know I won't get them on in the morning. Now with these hooks, you can just, you know, you get down to the third lace, now you're golden. You can put that boot on anytime. And when you're in a hurry, sometimes you don't have time to try and get a cold lace through an eyelet. So anyway, so far, and you know, I haven't walked. I'll do the next leg here in a couple days, and I'll put a couple 100 miles on these things. But I've been wearing them around day hiking, and they feel just as comfortable as every other Ultra I've had. So try these boots. If you have foot problems, man, this big toe box, I've never had a blister with these boots. Never even had a hot spot. Keep smiling.